Are you ready for one of the biggest parties in town? The Heart Ball is sure to be the talk of the Low Country while raising money for a very deserving cause. And here with more on one of AHA's signature events is Dr. Dr Ikonomidis. How are you?
I'm well, thank you, Laura.
I got it right. That's what I was worried about, was getting his name right. So tell me how you are affiliated with the American Heart Association and the Heart Ball, because you're kind of a big deal in the Low Country.
Thank
Just
you.
a little bit.
I appreciate that. I'm the chief of cardiothoracic surgery at MUSC, and I've been involved with the American Heart Association through the 11 years I've been here at Charleston, but also before that, probably about 25 years.
Okay.
Primarily from a scientific and administrative side. I participate in the American Heart Councils. I'm involved with putting the meetings together. And the AHA is, to me, one of the most important associations in America. And the cause is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, cardiovascular disease is the most common cause of death in South Carolina and in the United States. And with my commitment to the AHA, I thought that it would be very fitting that I take on the gauntlet and be the chair of this year's Heart Ball.
Has done a fabulous job, I have
you.
to say.
Thank you.
Where do some of the monies that are going to be raised on Saturday, where does some of that go to? And I imagine education and things like that for the Low Country. So
the great thing about the AHA is that its cause is all-encompassing. So the money that is raised is going to go to education, community programs, research, and directly shunts into treatments and new strategies for taking care of patients that we use every day.
Okay. And
so your money, the money that you give, affects patients now. You see immediate results. It's fantastic.
Right, and I think what I also love about the American Heart Association is the Go Red for Women campaign.
Sure.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of women, and that's something that we've talked about all the time. Nobody really seems to know that, or I should say many people don't know that, because some it's affected them directly.
It's difficult to find anybody who doesn't have a close relative or a close friend who hasn't been touched by the ravages of cardiovascular disease. And you're absolutely correct. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women. AHA is at the forefront with the Go Red for Women campaign, and its involvement and the number of people that subscribe to it increases every year.
Right.
It's a great thing.
On top of being an amazing party that we're going to have on Saturday, also a time for education. There's going to be a little bit of education for everyone there.
Brilliant cause. The part of the event has to do with education. Attendees are going to meet a couple of remarkable individuals who were touched by cardiac disease at a young age and miraculously survived through a lot of the efforts that the American Heart offers. And so there will be some education, there will be some touching stories that I think people will be interested in, for sure.
Right. Well, Dr. Ikonomidis will be there. I will be there. Tom Crawford, our very own chief meteorologist, will be there. It's this Saturday, January 28th, over at the Marriott Lockwood. Right. For more information, if you want tickets, just call that number right there on your screen. You can also go to abcnews4.com, click on the Low Country Live tab, and all the information that you need will be right there. Do you have to go back to work? Earlier, when I said that he's kind of a big deal, clearly I was being funny, because you are an amazing person.
Thank you.
And I would say that you're kind of smart.
Well, I think that that's
I think it's an understatement of the year.
I can necessarily say myself, yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on Saturday.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, well, Wellness Wednesday rolls on with the Center for Women. When we return, stay with us.